Hello, I'm Chris Williams. I video blog here from the United Kingdom every day, and I'm going to spend the first few moments of my video blog for today, Wednesday the 20th of January 2010, responding to a video which one of my YouTube friends Sammy posted, and I'm going to put up the link for the two pages in the box to the side of this video so that my normal viewers can understand fully what I'm talking about. But just to take up the challenge that Sammy set yesterday, Tuesday the 19th of January 2010, potty parties. In case you're completely confused, Sammy said that when people say potty parties, their accent might make it sound like they're saying party parties instead of potty parties. So I thought I'd illustrate my British accent that potty parties don't sound like the same word at all. Okay, bye-bye to people who only watched this for that video response. Next I'm going to talk about American and British politics. And I do that after my comical opening scenes that give you an understanding of whereabouts I broadcast from in the United Kingdom. Okay, on with my planned video blogging topic. Yesterday, overnight rather, Barack Obama suffered a huge blow for his healthcare reforms because Scott Brown, a Republican, won in Massachusetts, the seat that was vacated by Senator Ted Kennedy, and they say this is the big blow for President Obama because it was, of course, the seat that John F. Kennedy held previously before Ted Kennedy, and I was reading on news that the population within Massachusetts are made up 3-1 Democrat against Republican. So apparently it was the independents who mainly deprived the Democrat candidate of votes, but they say that if the Democrats can't win in Massachusetts, where can they win in the midterm elections that we have in later this year, I think. But Mr. Obama is trying to bring in a national health service like what we have here in the United Kingdom, and people like Sarah Palin. I got her book of curiosity, but I haven't read any of it yet. People like her say that a national health service would be a disaster for America. Well, I've only ever known a national health service here in the United Kingdom. I've never actually I've only ever been in the hospital twice during my last 27 years of my life. But the idea is that you pay with your taxes to fund a national health service, which is in place for when you need it. And of course, if like me, you don't need it every day of the year, you are sort of subsidising those who do use it. And of course, the NHS, of course, obviously has got lots of money, and excessive money, for a lack of patience. You don't have millions of people in hospital every day. But of course, there's bureaucracy, management issues, which means that in recent years the NHS has been running a lot. Hospitals have had to downscale their departments due to massive debts. So it's all about the management messing up how long you've got to wait to see a doctor. And in America, you just show the money. You say, "Oh, here's my money. Cut me open today," and the doctor says, "Yeah, sure, no problem," and that sort of thing. But here in the United Kingdom, there's a shortage of doctors and a shortage of facilities. The result, you just have to wait. Of course, the Americans are worried that they say, if I wait, I will die." Well, it's not that simple. Of course, America, by being a much larger population, does have more resources, more doctors and hospitals than this British country. But Mr. Obama appears to be saying that the impoverished have to sell their homes to pay for their healthcare, and that can't be very fair. And if you have a dying relative in hospital, to pay for the treatment, they you have to sell their property to pay for their stay in hospital. So the American system is one where those who can pay get the treatment, those who can't pay end up being stuffed. So I suppose that ties in with the idea that those who are poor will die prematurely, whereas those who are rich live older and they have nice hair and fast cars and that sort of thing to go with their excessive money. Of course, that brings me on to the British politics I want to talk about. With this global recession, they say that one way to save money in the British economy is to make central government smaller. And indeed, I think I'll illustrate this next part with a slideshow to illustrate what I'm talking about.
I put forward the argument that there should be 4 Secretaries of State run in Britain. First, the Prime Minister, obviously overseeing all of the government business, and then the second most important Secretary of State, a kind of Deputy Prime Minister, should cover the Home Office portfolio and also a merger of Foreign Affairs and Defence. Also, Wales, Scotland and Northern Ireland affairs should be managed in one office, and education policy should also be catered for by this Domestic Affairs Secretary. And of course, there would be under-secretaries helping this key one-figure person. So rather than having multiple Secretaries of State, it would be one Secretary of State for Britain, and then perhaps 10 or so junior ministers covering the individual areas. Third is the Chancellor, the British Treasury Minister. I think that in addition to looking after the British budget, he should also cater for business development in the country, rather than just saying our inflation is doing this and that sort of thing. I think, as he already does, he should try and encourage investment into Britain. The kind of current Department of Trade and Industry should be merged with the Treasury here in Britain. And then the fourth principal Secretary of State should be Science and Technology. Well, obviously that implies health, innovation, communications, like a post office, for instance, and transport. And I say this because health, the post office, and the British Railways have all got the same problem, and that is that they are in debt because of risky decisions taken by management over the last few decades, and this debt has stagnated their development, and it has meant that some people feel that they have been disadvantaged by the performance of those services in recent years.
Okay, thank you for joining me for today's video blog. I hope that if you sort of started the video, I hope you're still watching. I know you might find politics rather boring if you are slightly younger than me, but do join me again if you want to over the next few days, weeks and months, and do subscribe to my friend Sammy, who will find like 111 YouTuber, spelled backwards with I think 2 R's, so I'll quote it in the box to the side. Also subscribe to Alex Dyer Free, who talks about football, and also J-Boy Blog, who is going to be raising money for charity sometime soon. I'll let you know more about that when he tells me more. Have I told you to subscribe to me? Well, I don't think you would want to subscribe to me, but I'm not really excited. But, I blog just for fun. I have Asperger's syndrome. If you have Asperger's syndrome, then do subscribe, because you might find me interesting and might find you equally interesting with your thoughts. When I was younger, I used to have an imaginary friend. At the moment, I'm unemployed because of the recession, and this blogging content is like talking to an imaginary friend, except that you see my talking to myself activities at a later time, and you can correspond and say if you agree with what I say or not. Okay, thanks for joining me. I blog every day, and I hope you will join me for my next video blog. Until next time, it's bye for now. Bye bye.
And those are the words of Chris Williams from Pembroke Dock in Wales, the United Kingdom. Well, Chris, you're certainly entitled to your opinion. From Chris, and he certainly didn't pull any punches.